into an important and often misunderstood topic, toxic positively. And the topic name is how to identify and avoid toxic positively. In this
Absolutely.
interview, we aim to explore how to recognize toxic positively, how it affects mental and emotional well-being, and how we can replace it with authentic emotions, awareness, compassions, and healthy sports. Uh, Together with ChatGPT, we will uncover practical way to stay positive without
Invalidating our true.
delaying reality, and how to create space to genuine feeling. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask some important question about this topic. Hello ChatGPT, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to dive into this topic with you. How can I help today?
Okay, my first question is what is toxic positively and how is it different from healthy positively?
That's a great question. Toxic positivity is when we insist on maintaining a positive outlook at all times, even when it's not genuine or helpful, which can actually invalidate real emotions. Healthy positivity, on the other hand, acknowledges and accepts negative emotions while still encouraging a hopeful and constructive perspective. Absolutely. For instance, if someone is feeling sad about a setback and you just tell them to look on the bright side without acknowledging their feelings, that's an example of toxic positivity. In the flip side, healthy positivity would involve saying something like, I'm here for you and it's okay to feel this way, but let's also think about what we can do next.
What are some common signs that someone is using toxic positively in everyday situation?
Some common signs include dismissing or minimizing someone's feelings by saying things like, just stay positive, or it could be worse, avoiding any discussion of the negative aspects of a situation, or pressuring someone to look on the bright side when they're not ready. It can also show up as a refusal to acknowledge any kind of struggle or difficulty.
Why can consistently telling someone to stay positive become harmful?
Consistently telling someone positive can be harmful because it can make them feel like their genuine emotions are invalid or that they're not allowed to express their true feelings. It can also create a sense of isolation as if they're the only ones struggling, and it may prevent them from processing their emotions in a healthy way. Sure. For example, if someone shares that they're feeling really overwhelmed at work and you respond with something like, oh, just stay positive, it'll get better, without really acknowledging the stress they're under, it might make them feel like their struggles aren't valid, and that can add to their burden instead of helping them feel understood.
How can toxic positively invalidate a person genuine emotion?
When someone responds with toxic positivity, it can make the person feel like their emotions aren't acceptable or that they're overreacting. This can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, or isolation because the person might think they're the only one feeling that way or that their feelings aren't valid. Instead, acknowledging and validating those emotions can make a huge difference.
Okay, why do people engage in toxic positively even with good intention?
A lot of times people engage in toxic positivity because they genuinely want to help and they think that staying positive is the best way to support someone. They may also feel uncomfortable with negative emotions or not know how to respond to them, so they default to positivity. It's often a way of trying to protect the other person, even if it doesn't always come across that way. Sure, imagine a friend is going through a tough breakup and they share their pain with you, and you respond with something like, don't worry, you'll find someone better soon. While your intention is to cheer them up, it might actually invalidate their feelings of grief and make them feel like their sadness isn't okay. Acknowledging their feelings first can help them feel truly supported.
How can someone recognize when they themselves are being toxically positive to other?
A good sign if you notice that you're trying to quickly shift the conversation to a more positive angle without really acknowledging the other person's feelings. Another indicator is if you feel a bit uncomfortable with negativity and want to quickly fix it, reflecting on your responses and making sure you're listening and validating the other person's experience is a great way to start. Of course, for example, if a friend tells you they're really anxious about an upcoming exam and you immediately say, oh, don't worry, you'll do great, without really acknowledging the anxiety, that could be an example. Instead, you could say something like, I can see why you'd be nervous. Do you want to talk about it or find some ways to prepare? That way, you're validating their feelings and showing empathy.
Okay, how can toxic positivity affect mental health in long run?
In the long run, toxic positivity can lead to suppressed emotions, which means people might not process their feelings properly, causing increased stress and anxiety. Can also create a sense of isolation because the person might feel like they can't be authentic about their struggles. Over time, this can contribute to feelings of inadequacy, lowered self esteem, and even burnout. On social media, toxic positivity often shows up as overly cheerful posts that gloss over real struggles or by sharing only the highlights and never the lows. It can also be seen in comments that dismiss someone's challenges with quick, upbeat reassurances like, just stay positive or everything happens for a reason. It can make others feel like they can't share their true feelings or that their struggles aren't valid.
Okay, how can toxic positivity show on paras on the reflecting toxic positively? My mean is, what are some uh, faces that reflect toxic positivity?
Got it. Some because of toxic positivity include always insisting on looking on the bright side, even in serious situations, brushing off someone's valid concerns with cliches like everything happens for a reason, or saying things like just stay positive without really listening. Another sign is minimizing someone's feelings by comparing their situation to something worse, or telling them that they should just be grateful.
Okay, what healthier alternative parases can we use to show support?
A healthier alternative is to genuinely acknowledge and validate the person's feelings first. For example, you could say, I'm really sorry you're going through this. That sounds tough. And then offer support by saying, I'm here for you. And if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. This way you're showing empathy and support without dismissing their feelings.
Okay, very well.
I'm
Okay,
glad you found that.
how can someone maintain a positive mindset without denying reality?
It's all about finding a balance. You can acknowledge and accept the challenges and the reality of a situation. Yeah, also focusing on constructive and hopeful perspectives. For instance, you can say, yes, this is a tough situation, and it's okay to feel that way, but let's also think about what steps we can take to improve things. This way you stay grounded in reality while also fostering a positive outlook.
Okay. Uh, my next question is, what role does emotional intelligence play in preventing toxic positivity?
Emotional intelligence is key because it helps you tune into and others' emotions with empathy and understanding. It allows you to recognize when someone needs validation rather than just positivity. It also helps you manage your own reactions and communicate more authentically, which means you can offer support that truly resonates and avoids the pitfalls of toxic positivity.
Thank you very much, ChatGPT. Very good conversation between me and your answer is so reliable and good. Thank you very much. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad you found the conversation helpful. Take care and all hafiz.